They seemed so normal, polite, quiet, kept to themselves. For years, nobody suspected a thing, but behind those locked doors, our neighbors were hiding something. Something alive, something terrible, and one night, it broke free. This is the true horror story of the neighbors. No one really knew, until it was too late. We moved into our new house in late autumn, a small, quiet neighborhood at the edge of town. The street was lined with old oak trees, tidy lawns, friendly smiles. Our neighbors to the left were an older couple. They'd lived there for decades. Everyone said they were harmless. Private, yes, but harmless. They kept their curtains closed, even on the brightest days. They never came to barbecues or block parties. No kids, no pets, or so we thought. They'd nod politely if you waved, but they rarely spoke more than a few words. At first, we didn't think much of it. Some people just liked to be left alone. Then strange things started happening. Late at night, we'd hear noises, low, muffled thuds, like furniture scraping across the floor. Sometimes we'd hear something that sounded like scratching, or maybe it was whispering. One night, around 2 a.m., I saw a shadow move behind their curtain. It looked too tall to be Mr. or Mrs. McGrath, a shape that moved oddly, like it was hunched or crawling. I told my wife. She said I was imagining things, but the feeling stuck, like something was watching us from that dark house every night. In early spring, the neighborhood began to notice a smell. At first, it was faint, like something damp and rotten drifting in the breeze. People thought maybe an animal died under someone's porch, but it got worse. A sour, chemical stench that spread down the block when the wind changed. One neighbor knocked on the McGraths' door to ask if they'd noticed it too. Mrs. McGrath just smiled through the crack in the door and said, "We're handling it." Then she closed the door without another word. A few nights later, the power went out on our street. A storm had knocked down a line. The whole block was pitch black. No porch lights, no street lamps. That's when we heard it. A low, animal growl, somewhere between a dog and something else. Then the sound of wood breaking, a window shattering, a door slamming open. Someone, or something, let out a howl so inhuman I felt it in my bones. My wife and I peeked through our bedroom window. What we saw in the glow of a neighbor's flashlight didn't look real. Something huge and pale, crawling on all fours across the McGraths' lawn. Hairless, skin stretched, two tight eyes that glowed when the light hit them. It moved like a person trying to be an animal, or maybe an animal trying to be a person. We heard Mrs. McGrath screaming inside the house. Get back, get back. Then, silence. The thing disappeared into the woods behind the houses. The police came. They searched the McGraths' house and found locks, heavy chains bolted to the basement floor, stained blankets, raw meat in plastic tubs. They never told us exactly what it was. An illegal, exotic animal, they said on the news. Some people whispered it was their child. A child they'd hidden away for decades because he was wrong. Others said it wasn't human at all. Not anymore. The McGraths vanished after that night. No one knows where they went. The house sat empty for years until someone brave enough tore it down. But sometimes, when the power goes out and the woods are quiet, people swear they hear it. That growl, just beyond the trees. Waiting. Hungry. Still looking for home. So if you ever think you know your neighbors, remember, some secrets are kept behind closed doors for a reason. Pray they never get out.